foot 71. That is for a French seam on your shirt or on your jeans. The secret of this foot is also just to know how to do it. So I'm going to put it into the machine. I'm going to stitch here, and this must be exactly 1 centimeter from that. 1 centimeter for that French seam of ours. I like to use my normal foot for the normal stitching. You can do it with stitch 71, but I think this will make more sense to you. So I'm going to do that. Normal setting, and I'm going to be right in the middle here. So I'm just going to stitch. This is a stretchy fabric, so you must really keep good eyeballing on the fabric. It's the first time that I'm doing a stretch denim with your French seam. So you're going to leave that open. So you can see the sole of 71 are totally different than our normal machines. And the sole is also totally different than foot 63. So this is where we do our French seam with 71. So I'm going to go there, and the secret here as well is that you fold it down and you tuck this piece in. You can tuck it in like that. Okay. I normally put an iron or just finger press it, but you don't want a very tight square where the machine must sew. So I'm going to show you now. It goes in. Otherwise it looks so not right. So foot 71, I've put it through the toe. Now the whole secret is that toe must guide here, and this goes softly in. Okay, I'm going to make, because it's denim, I'm going to make my stitch length longer. And that I would have done on the other side that you'll see here, but this is just to show you what you can do. And this just needs to be a finger press. And then you start. So it goes. So there. So you can see it's going here, sliding in by itself.
Bev, I'll tell you what, she's just busy with a client. As soon as she's ready, I'll phone you back, all right?
And there's your French seam.
Okay, just give it to me. Hang on.
And you can also do it on a shirt, any shirt. That is how it will be. So that there and that there. So now I'm quickly going to show you. If I want to put a fancy stitching underneath or a like lace that I'm going to show you now, you do exactly the same. Put it in, and this must just be softly pressed. You cannot press it that it makes like a perfect seam. It must be soft, because you'll see now, if you see this, it takes it by itself. And we've got the Bernina tweezer that helps you there to have a very nice effect there. And all you need to do is just keep that straight. So now we want to add a bit of lace underneath to just be pretty. I'm going to slide it in here underneath against the stitch that I've already sewed. Just holding that down, and sew. And sew. And just keep on that, you just keep it like a little tuck all the time. So in one go, we've sewed our tuck, and we did put a bit of decoration in there. And you can see you can pull it, it won't come out in one stitch. To make the measuring here from your seam allowance is exactly 1 centimeter. So if you do that, you will have a straight seam all the time. So I like to put my normal foot on. You can sew it with that foot, but if you remember, it's got a thick groove in the foot. So it's not so successful if you just want to sew the two together. That's a very deep in sync of the foot. So I use my normal foot.
Daai is goed. Ek het nie veel van hom af. Ek het telefoon moet vat. En dan praat ek Charlie vir skakels en dan ek dalk so enetjie. Ja.
So I'm just going to stitch normally. Now I use my foot here on the side to give me a little guideline there. So it's done. So this is your French seam that you can do on your shirts. You fold it over, you move this to the side, and then you tuck that little piece in, your overhang piece, right on that stitching. Right on that stitching. Give it a finger press, and it will work like a dream. So I'm going to stitch here, and I'm now going to use a little bit of rickrack to do the same little bit of zooshing up. You need to really take a wider rickrack, and you just slide it in. Slide it in. So it will be there, so that you can just see what we're planning to do. We want to sew that in one go with foot 71. So I'll put my foot on. Remember that where you were, we will do a little bit of a needle moving. And I'm going to put this in. And that is why you can have it a little bit thicker by doing some decorative pieces in lace or anything that you want to use. So I'm going to go there, and I've got my Bernina tweezer, which allow me just to move this over that lip. I just want it over the lip, because then it will move itself. Okay, there you are. So just lifting my foot a bit. There you are. So what I'm doing now, I'm guiding this toe on my stitching that I've done. And I'm going to sew now this, and as you go along, you'll see it will take the fabric by itself. There you are. That's what we want. So all I need to do is hold my finger press fold straight. Okay. So all you need to do, your tweezer, and just move your hand pressed overlay over this with our seam. So we call this normally a French seam, which is much easier doing it with foot 71 than with your normal sewing. Or if you can do it very well, you don't have a problem. And there you are. All in one stitching.